Feeling stuck has been coming up a lot for people who I work with, so I want to focus on neuroplasticity for a while. Neuroplasticity is very exciting because it's evidence that we can change our patterns of mental and emotional distress, aka mental illness. We know that neuroplasticity is possible throughout the lifespan. So even as we get older, we can change. It does require our energy, our effort, and a very specific set of nervous system conditions. So there was a new paper that was published in Brain Research this year in 2025, which highlights some of the important findings around neuroplasticity. The brain does not rewire under chronic stress or emotional shutdown, perfectionism, or dissociation. So we know that we need to have a certain level of emotional regulation in order to spark neuroplasticity. This doesn't mean that you can't have some stress or some dissociation happening. However, we can't have an extreme, consistent level of dysregulation if we want to engage in neuroplasticity. The more stressed we are, the more rigid the brain is and the less flexible it is to change. So plasticity increases when these three things happen simultaneously. The nervous system is safe enough to stay present in the moment. The body has the energy available for learning something new and taking risks. And three, attention is focused enough to register a new experience. So we can think of it like this. Change is not happening in the moment of those insights, while they're very important, but change is actually happening in the moments when the body has the capacity to do something new, to move against the habitual autopilot reaction. This is why trying harder doesn't always work. And this is why shame does not create transformation. And this is why people can really want change so badly and still stay stuck in old patterns. Plasticity opens when we experience moderate arousal and not collapsing into overwhelm, emotional salience, some type of emotional charge or resonance is important for change, and focused attention. The brain spotlighting, this matters. An important finding in this research, though, is this biological energy availability. And this is like a hidden gatekeeper for change. If we're burnt out, depleted, inflamed, undernourished, overstressed, or sleep deprived, the brain will not spend energy rewiring old neural circuits. It will spend energy surviving. So it's important for us to recognize that when we're stuck, it's not a moral failure. It's not a lack of willpower or laziness. It's biology. And what's exciting is that neuroplasticity can be trained. It can be reopened. And there are specific practices that prime the system for learning, emotional change, and identity shifts. Because so many of us are experiencing being stuck in different ways, I'm going to continue talking about neuroplasticity for a while, and I'm going to parallel it with this importance around rest because we know that we need energy in order to create new neural circuits and shift our habits. So stay tuned.